So our final sample question that comes from section 3.4. So you can see that we only have 3 more questions that come from a new section. So we're getting there. This one says find the equation of the line again. Remember, this one for my pro level, notice it doesn't say point, it says y-intercept. So if you're my pro people, we already talked about this before, you know that you can jump everything because that's your letter B. But if you're not my pro people, let's get my pro people out. Just say, says find the equation of the line. They gave you a slope and some type of ordered pair. So let's go through each of the 4 steps. Step 1, label M, X, Y. So M, right there, slope. X, remember, ordered pair. I don't care if it says y-intercept or point, it still has an X and a Y. So X is 0, Y, -8. Once you know these pieces, step 1. Step 2 says remember that it's y equals mx plus b. Step 3 says plug in all these 3 pieces in this equation. Keep the letter b as a ladder. So parentheses for y, parentheses for m, parentheses for x, but keep the letter b. So y I'm going to plug in, -8. M I'm going to plug in as a 5. X I'm going to plug in as a 0. Then simplify. So distribute 1 times -8, 5 times 0. We know anything times 0 is 0. And then you know how this can be combined. 0 plus a constant or a variable will always be the other guy. So 0 plus b, it's going to be the variable b. B is solved for. So once we use this formula once, we have to use the formula for the second time. This is step 4. Take the equation y equals mx plus b, but you have to keep y and x as letters when you use this the second time. We're only plugging in for m and b. So we know that m hasn't changed, it's still 5, and the b we found in step 2 or 3 over here, -8. And then clean this up. You can slip in 1s to distribute. You realize that when I do this, it's just basically without the parentheses, 5x. And then positive 1 times -8, it's just going to be -8. Now my pro level people, you realize that's my slope. And remember, because this said y-intercept, this is technically the b. So some of my pro level would skip all this to jump down here. But if you don't understand that, just go step 1, step 2, step 3, and then step 4 is use the same equation again. But remember, when you do it for the final time, you have to keep y and x as letters.